Not all were happy with the Supreme Court decision. At the lower house, several lawmakers expressed sadness at the ruling, with some stressing that the late dictator will never be a hero, even if he is buried at the libingan ng mga bayani. Jervis Manahan filed this report.
Supreme Court's decision allowing the burial of the late President Ferdinand Marcos in the libingan ng mga bayani did not sit well with many congressmen in the lower house. Albay Representative Ed Salagman, one of the petitioners against the burial, says he is respecting the decision but it made him sad.
I am puzzled to no end why a majority of the High Court resolved to allow the burial of a judicially and historically confirmed dictator, plunderer, and transgressor of human rights.
He urged the Supreme Court to issue a status quo anti-order while the motion for reconsideration is being heard. Bayan Muna representative and his colleagues in the Makabayan bloc are also dismayed by Supreme Court's decision. He said that we must continue teaching the youth the atrocities of the martial law.
We are overly dismayed, no? Because we certainly disagree doon sa naging desisyon ng Korte Suprema na payagan, mailibing ang diktador na si Marcos sa libingan ng mga bayani. Kami ay naniniwala na ito ay labag talaga, no, sa batas at maging sa ating konstitusyon. Ang dami ng desisyon ng Korte Suprema noon na sinabi nila na si Marcos ay isang diktador, he is a tyrant, in fact a plunderer.
Maling-mali dahil sa buong mundo, no, kinikilala at kilala na si Marcos bilang isa sa pinaka-masahol na diktador sa kasaysayan, no? So talagang katawa-tawa ang Korte Suprema ngayon.
We are still crying for justice. May mga kaso po tayo ng mga kababaihan na matindi ang mga naging karanasan sa torture at kung ano-ano pang disappearance nung panahon ni Marcos. Naniniwala po kami na dapat hindi ilibing sa libingan ng mga bayani si Marcos.
Some other congressmen also expressed their dismay over the decision. Deputy Speaker and Marikina Congressman Miro Kimbo says the decision will never change the atrocities that happened during the Marcos regime. Ifugao Representative Teddy Bagilat, Akbayan Representative Tom Villarin, and Dinagat Islands Representative Kaka Bagao also slammed the decision. Meanwhile, Kabayan Party List Representative Harry Roque said the decision of the Supreme Court is already final and it has to be respected, especially that history is not determined by courts but by the public.
Alam niyo po, pagiging bayani, hindi po yan hinuhusgahan ng hukuman. Taong bayan po ang naghuhusga dyan. So, kahit ano po ang sabihin ng ating mga institusyon, hindi po maaalis o hindi po mabubura ng hukuman ang husga ng bawat Pilipino kung si dating Presidente Marcos ay bayani or isang diktador.
Meanwhile, House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez said the decision affirms that the rule of law prevails over partisan emotions. Davao City Representative Carlo Nograles said that critics of Marcos should just move on and focus on the current initiatives of the government. For the PTV News, Jervis Manahan.